There's a specific kind of heaviness that comes with feeling behind in life. Not loud or dramatic. It's just this quiet sense that everybody else is moving forward while you're stuck. Maybe this is in your career or your health or motherhood. Maybe it's just life in general. Now, if you're in that space right now, this is not going to be a 10 steps on how to catch up in life type of video, because I don't think catching up is actually the answer that we need. Feeling behind in our own lives can happen for so many reasons, like absorbing timelines that we didn't choose. Maybe someone at work is pushing you and you have no choice. Maybe you became a mother before you were ready. Maybe something happened in life that caused you to have to slow down when you didn't want to. We didn't choose these timelines, and yet we're the ones that feel guilty about being behind in life. But there's also social media, which compresses people's progress into tiny little squares that we think are normal and we think are just run-of-the-mill lives, and they're not. We are comparing our middles to someone else's progress that is purely a highlight reel. We are comparing our middle to someone else's potential end. And sometimes feeling behind is because your season changed, but your expectations didn't. I know when I became a mother, my season changed drastically, but I still expected that I'd be able to see my friends and get full sleep and recover from illness faster and work out all the time. But that doesn't happen when you have a newborn. I hadn't adjusted my expectations yet, and that left me feeling behind. And in that state, I used to think that the answer to feeling behind was catching up. I thought if I just worked harder, moved faster, tried something new, if I got more organized, then I could fix everything at once. And then I would feel ahead again, right? But pushing harder did not fix it. It didn't fix anything. If anything, it made me feel more guilty for being behind. It made me resent the pace that I was actually capable of because I kept comparing my pace to everybody else. Next week, I'm actually going to talk more about how I stopped trying to catch up and how that was a turning point for me. So if that's something you're navigating right now, hit subscribe down below. We're going to go deeper there next week. But for now, how do we find hope even when we feel behind? I personally don't believe that hope means believing everything will magically fix itself. I think hope is finding the right pace for the season you're in, even if it looks slower than everybody else's, even if it's slower than you think it should be, even if it's slower than you've been told it should be. So I'd like to give you 3 things that can anchor you in hope if you're feeling behind in life right now. Number 1, I want you to zoom way out. Your life right now is such a small piece of the bigger story. If you can zoom out to 5 years instead of looking at the next 5 weeks, are you really going to find that you're behind? Or are you in the process? Are you in the middle, building that story bit by bit by bit? Number 2, I want you to name what's working. When you're feeling behind, your brain is going to show you what's missing. It's going to point out what that person has and what that person is doing. But hope begins when you start to point out what matters, what's steady, what is consistently working right now. And number 3, I want you to choose one step that you can do right now that feels good. Not 10 corrective steps that will fix everything. Just one gentle step. I want this to be in alignment with what you're doing right now, where your season has you what your current pace is. This is why I talk about small shifts so much, because hope can grow in movement, even in soft, slow, gentle movement. Like I said, there was a season where I felt behind in almost every area of my life. My business, my health, motherhood. The more I tried to fix it, the worse I felt. The more I tried to make my home like other people, the more I tried to push my career forward because I saw other people on the end of their journey. I didn't feel good about that, but I didn't need to catch up and I didn't need a comeback. I just needed a recalibration. I needed to rediscover where my hope lies. You are not late to your life just because you feel like you're behind. You are living your life at the pace that you need to right now. Whether it's an external circumstance, something happening inside of you, or just purely because you hit burnout and it's time to slow down. If you feel behind, I don't want you to start faster. I just want you to start small. Hope can be found in every circumstance, but we have to tie it to those anchors that really make us see that the journey matters, not just the end goal, not just the cool destination, not just when everything is finally perfectly aligned. We can find hope even in the messy middle. And if this resonated with you, I'm so glad you're here. This is the kind of pace and conversation we have on this channel. And I want to be a soft place for you to land when you are feeling like there is no hope, because I promise you there can be. And again, next week, I'm going to share more about how I stopped trying to catch up and what that shifted for me. Thanks for being here. I'll see you then.